Hello everyone, welcome to Chirag Spring Boot tutorial. In this video, we are going to learn how to configure the Spring Boot login, register, logout with the MySQL and Themeleaf. And for the UI, we'll just use the Bootstrap. And after the login or after the registration, we'll go forward for the login. And after login, there will be the user data will be the saved to the session, and we'll show the data from the user session. Okay, so here is the step-by-step beginner guide to build a login, register and logout system using the Spring Boot plus Themeleaf plus MySQL. You will use as a database, and styling with Bootstrap and Font Awesome. All the images, small images, will use from the Font Awesome. So there is a project overview is there. Project name will keep it in the login auth, and tech stack will use the Spring Boot, Spring Security, Themeleaf, and MySQL database. And ID for the development will use the IntelliJ IDEA Community Edition. And goal is that we'll just after the login redirect to the home page and display the name and email. And database password we are using admin at the rate 123. This is a default password for the MySQL database we have set while installing to MySQL database. And step-by-step instruction is there. So first set up the project in the IntelliJ. Okay, idea open. This is the for the this one initializer. So Spring initializer will just open this one, and project will take the Maven language Java and Spring Boot with 3.5.3 and meta project. Here we'll just change the name. So artifact will just put this name. Automatically the name will change, and this is the I'll change the description. Authentication system, a login system, you can keep auth system. So I'm giving that this description, nothing else. And package is the com example and login auth. And Java is 17. So we have to add the dependencies. For the dependencies, I'm going to add Spring Web, JPA, MySQL driver, Themeleaf, and Spring Security. So one by one I will use. So web and JPA, web. Again click here, JPA, then MySQL, Themeleaf, and Spring Security. MySQL, MySQL driver, Themeleaf, and Spring Security. So these are the dependencies we need to add. So now I'm going to generate. It will give you the zip file. So this is the path. So zip file is there. So save. Now go to the folder. Just now we created this one, login auth. So right click on this, extract. So I'm going to extract inside the same folder. So extract is done. Okay. So this is the file. Now what I'll do, I'll just open with the IntelliJ. Okay. If you are not able to see that, go to this, open, and just select this your project. So Spring Boot, there's a login auth. Just select this one. So the file is open now. So we'll move to the next. So we have done this one. Now I'm going to configure the application.properties. So application.properties file will be inside the src main and resources. There is application properties. Here we will just keep the database configuration detail. So let me copy this one. This is simple database configuration detail. So here we'll just keep that JDBC connection, MySQL localhost 3306 the default port. Let me open my database. Workbench. I'm going to open my workbench. So accessing my database. So username is root and password is admin at the rate 123. This should be accessible, then only it will work. So root and password I'm putting admin at the rate 123. So the file is open now. Okay. So if you want to create the database, so you can directly you can create. And here I'm just using JPA-A DDL auto. So automatically it will just create and update for the schemas. Next, move to the next. Create the MySQL database. So I'm going to create the MySQL database using this command. So create database, login auth. Copy this, extract this one. Let me search this one. Reload. Create database, login auth. What is the okay? Database is created now. So this is the my database. Okay. So extract this one. We don't have any table now. Reload also. We don't have any table. So table will be created while we just start our uh, application. So next we are creating the entity. So inside the model, there will be one folder we will going to create the model. Go there, and inside the Java there is a folder com example dot login auth. Inside that, right click on that, create a package. So creating the package. So done. After that, I'm going to create the class Java class. Right click on that, go to the new and Java class. Done. Remove this one and just paste this. This is a simple code. I'll go through by step by step. So here we are creating the entity and table is the users. So table will be created and public class user, and there is a auto generated value. So identity to usage, and there's a private ID, name, email, password, and getter and setter we are just creating. Right click on there, and here from here you can generate. There is a getter and setter. Okay, when we create all the files, then only we'll get the getter and setter. So here I have submitted this one. Now create a repository. So create a repository file folder package. So right click on that, new package repository. Inside that user repository dot java, create a file. So right click, new Java class, remove this. This is code. Here we'll extend the JPA repository. Okay. So JPA repository and user find by email and email. Okay. Next, create a service. Right click on that package, user service. So service is done. Now I'm going to create the config package and inside the security config package. There I'll create the security config. So from here, so here you can able to see the services by email, and there is a we are building with the username, password, role is the user, and build. And there is a filter chain. Here we request the message, register, CSS, JS, and permit all. These are the files we are permitting all. And after the login, we will move to the default home page, and log out. We are permitting all. So and in for the password encryption, we are using the by BC crypt, BCR crypt. Okay, password encoder. So create the controller. This is the last package. In file auth controller.java. So here you can able to see all the things, means maximum things, auto wired we have taken here, and get mapping slash login, it will call to the login page. So let me create the login page. Inside the template, I'll just create the HTML file login page. Okay. Next, there is a register for the, we are return to the register page. So template, right click, HTML file, register page, then a home page. Okay. So these are the pages we have to create. Now this is simple HTML file. Okay. Here only one thing you can distinguish from the HTML, that there we are using the theme lib, and whenever you are using the theme lib for the dynamic purpose, we'll just call the theme lib like this, uh, href, and for the, okay, I have created simple here. Okay, method th action login. So this like this we will create the using the theme lib. So copy this HTML file and paste to login. Similar file will be there for the registration. So this one register.html. So just copy this, done, and home page also done. So all the pages are done. Now I'm going to run the my Spring Boot. So go to your main class, so this one, and just start this. Okay, done. Now let me open localhost colon 8080. Okay, so this is my login page. First go to the registration. In registration, I'll put my name, Chirag Mahato, @gmail.com, admin@123. Okay, so this is the password. Just click on register. So register is done. Now her email is Chirag Mahato and password is admin@123. So click on login. So registration is done, login, and we are getting the data. Meanwhile, check with your database. So reload this, refresh this. There is a user. Select this one. So here you can able to find the details. So this detail we inserted. Now I am going to log out and register one more. So just click on the logout, automatically it will go to the logout. And if you go back also, it won't allow to go to the home page. Okay? Just if you give the home page also and enter, it will show you the login page, because before login, without login, you won't able to access the home page. So go to the register. There is a Mahato. gmail.com, admin@123. Okay, so click on that. Now check with the database. Previously we have only one data, this Chirag Mahato. Now I'm going to refresh this. So there is a Purab Apna also created, inserted into database. So now I'm going to the Purab admin@123. Let me check this one. This is a Purab Apna. So click on login. So we are logged in. Now you can able to see name is the Puram Mahato and email is the puramapna@gmail.com. You can find all the things. So in the home page also, this is the dynamic th and name and email we are getting there. Okay. So here also you can able to see model add attributes name. Whenever you are getting from the get name and get email, these two are defined into the getter and setter. So if you go to the model, there is a getter and setter, and if you right click on that and generate, so already we have generated. So getter and setter, no field setter was found. You have to reload all the things, then only we'll get. So completely. So in this video, we have learned in Spring Boot, login, register, log out to the MySQL and ThemeLib. And for the UI, we are using the Bootstrap UI. And after login, we are showing the login details. Okay. So here we have learned step-by-step process for that. Login, register, and log out in Spring Boot. So for any doubts and query, please write on the YouTube video comment section. Follow the process shown in the video. Subscribe and like for the more videos. Hope this will help. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to follow, like, share and comment. Thank you.